Yes, sir. What's up, guys?
Yes. This DJ will kick the floor in three, two, 1.
On the troll.
Hello and welcome to Mzansi. We're back again. It's that time of the month and the night and the day. I don't know. It's Sunday though in South Africa. I don't know what you're feeling like. It is chill Sunday. Couldn't let you be alone. I know, man. I got an SMS email that says I must stop all this. But in any case, look.
No, Mr. Anonymous cannot stop doing the intro because he's the one who's seeing what's actually happening with the entire broadcast. I'm just here with my pretty face in front of the camera and updating you guys. So it's gonna be mission impossible if I do the intro because I don't know when we are on and when we are off. You know?
All right. So I've got that power. I think you had it.
I think people don't understand the huge impact that Mr. Anonymous has on Mzansi reality. There will be no Mzansi reality without Mr. Anonymous, unfortunately. So you guys
I want to show my face right now.
Start giving him his flowers and respect him. He's just as important, okay?
Yeah.
This is not my channel. That's the reason why it's not in my name. It's not mine.
Yeah.
It's more of a collaborative team effort with Mr. Anonymous.
No, it's not a problem, and we understand. People don't understand. But thank you again for supporting us and for those who are following us all over the world. We appreciate you. We love you. And all the contributions are coming and pouring. Thank you for that.
Thank you, guys.
Those who still cannot join membership, God, I don't know how to. I wish I can just be with you and press that, join that membership for you. And after you've joined it, you probably will be seeing another join where you choose the package that you would afford.
And prefer.
And don't be afraid to put your account number there. It's very safe. I also have.
We don't see your account numbers.
Yes, we don't on our site. This is basically YouTube. And they take their portion. And now we have to be fair and square about all these things. Emily, greet and let's roll.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Mzansi Reality YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us yet again for another update. This is more of an update video really.
Yeah.
Because we are busy with the Senzo Meyiwa trial. I am deep within that trial. So usually I couldn't cover these stories. Although I wish I could, but I was just too tired. I was just too tired following court proceedings and also preparing for the show. It's a lot. So I decided, you know what? Let's update you now because it really has a lot to do with the cases themselves that we talk about on Mzansi Reality. So the first one on the lineup is that Dr. Nandipha Appeal's leave to appeal application was dismissed with costs.
Oh.
Ouch.
You have to look at what you do when you say these things. You even damage yourself.
Costs.
So it was dismissed with costs.
Costs.
So that creates chest pain. Yes.
But I'm sure she's not feeling the chest pain. She's feeling the pain of it being dismissed, not so much costs, honey. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure because it seems like there's a lot of money there. There's a lot of money.
Where it came from. There's a lot of money
There's a lot of it. So Judge Lobster said that there are no prospects for success. So the court declared her arrest lawful.
What was the key thing there when they declared this lawful?
Let's find out. So Dr. Nandipha has lost her appeal to have her arrest and extradition from Tanzania declared unlawful. Now let's go over the court proceedings and what exactly happened in the court on Tuesday, the 18th of July. And as you know, guys, we couldn't cover it because, we are occupied with the Senzo Meyiwa trial. But still, it's a worthy update. And it's something that we can unpack here with regards to the Bester and Nandipha saga.
Yeah.
So at the Free State High Court on Tuesday, Judge Philip Lobster upheld the original decision to dismiss her application on the grounds that she gave consent when she told police that she wanted to go back to South Africa to see her children. So this is the main basis of rejecting or dismissing her case.
Okay.
Is because she didn't offer any resistance, or she didn't do any resistance while they fetched her in a 1.4 million jet to go back to South Africa. She even blurted out that, you know what, I'm happy. I wanted to go and see my kids.
Okay.
The same ones she abandoned at the school.
Yeah.
Allegedly. So this is despite the fact that Lobsa had in June found that her deportation was in fact a disguised extradition. In handing down the judgment, Lobsa said that when Magdumana was handed over to the Department of Home Affairs officials by the South African High Commission, she offered no resistance. So, and I quote, this is what Judge Lobsa said: on the contrary, she informed all and sundry that she wanted to return to South Africa to her children. So on Friday, during Magudumana's application, her lawyer, Advocate Kessler Perumal Sami, we did tell you guys that this time around she had a different lawyer representing her. It was no longer Anton Katz. Anton Katz is expensive, and she was able to afford Anton Katz. And this Kessler Perumal Sami is also very expensive. You know, he represented the former president in one of his cases as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also a big deal in international law.
It must be expensive then.
So Kessler Perumal Sami told the court that if his client had consented, it should have been in writing. He asked the court, was she informed of the treaty or treaty? Is it treaty or treaty?
It's a treaty.
Treaty between South Africa and Tanzania. So what was she consenting to? A disguised extradition? Was it after Home Affairs exercised its powers unlawfully? When was consent made and to whom? Is it in writing? Important questions that honestly need answers. So Perumal Sami also said there were grounds for the Supreme Court of Appeal to hear the case. I guess that's where she's going next.
Oh, she still has a way forward. This was the High Court.
This was the High Court. So Perumal Sami said there were grounds for the Supreme Court of Appeal to hear the case. So on Tuesday, Lobsa said there were no reasonable prospects of success in another court case because the facts of the matter did not pave the way for her arrest and deportation to be declared unconstitutional. He said it was not the state's stance that Magudumana had consented, but rather that she said she wanted to return home to her children. So this is the true nature of her consent, he said. So Lobsa referred to a previous judgment which found that when a person voluntarily returns to South Africa, there is no infraction of South African or public international law. This is where they got her.
Because she said she wanted to come home. Yes, she was homesick.
She shouldn't have said that. Now is what they are using. They're debunking the forceful taking.
They were just
of
helping. They became a vehicle for someone who was homesick.
Being on the run.
And there's nothing wrong with that. They just assisted a fellow South African on their way back to South Africa. And that should be looked at as that.
And she had nothing to prove that she was taken otherwise.
There was no resistance or whatsoever that you might think of.
Perhaps if she had some scars to show that they actually beat her up.
Yes, something like that. Yes, you're correct, Emily. So I guess we might as well put this thing to rest now.
Yeah, I'm really.
I don't see Supreme Court overturning this or changing or saying otherwise. And I say this obviously I can be corrected. In my own opinion, what I've seen is that when there is the process of these laws, you follow them, you go to these courts, it would look somehow different if you go to a different court all over, jurisdiction, everything. Then maybe, but what I've seen is that they've always agreed with the former or whatever judgment that was given to you. Because, I mean, it would not look good that they are failing to apply the law at the lower level.
Usually when I've seen like it escalate into the Constitutional Court is when the Supreme Court of Appeal did grant you, but they did not reward you what you were asking for. So then I see most cases ending up at the Constitutional Court.
Yes.
But if they've been denied like twice, it's not gonna...
It doesn't sit well.
So the judge was quoted saying that there's also then no violation of such a person's fundamental human rights. He dismissed the application for leave to appeal with costs, and Magudumana is accused of aiding, obviously, Double Bester to escape from prison, and it's a whole lot of mess. Now I'm beginning to even think about that tour we covered in the last update of Dr. Nandipha in the prison there at Veiws. And we honestly felt like she's still like being protected somehow. Like now that she has lost this case with costs, I'm still asking the money. She has money.
Yeah, they'll tell you she used to work. They haven't frozen anything because I think maybe on her side you can come and argue that she did not do anything wrong. And the question
explains the
in terms of
whole
finances.
Hush. Yes, it explains the prison. Why that tour did not go according to how we expected, where it was like they were walking in eggshells around her because she still has.
Maybe also Best saved under her. I mean, if you're a doctor, you make a lot of money, but which I don't think that was happening with Makutumala. But, well, if it's there, it's there.
If it's there, it's there. And then I remember when we first started with her application, and I said that this could be a very money-making opportunity for them lawyers. You know, she's willing to pay. And what have they got to lose?
Anyone is willing to pay for their freedom. Yes.
The law. Might as well just see how far you can go and expand on your experience.
You keep on referring friends after friends.
So I felt like, this is an opportunity to make money.
It was. It was an opportunity to make money. So all this Baizama, what?
Baizamakhete.
It's Baizamakhete. It was just, for me, a stunt, show off that we didn't need in case. All we need is the court to start and the wheel to start rolling. And if they are feeling tired, these judges and whatnot, perhaps they should allow our judge here from Senzo to, when he's done with this one, because seemingly the wheel is moving faster.
Yeah.
He can also facilitate that side.
You know, it would be a good recommendation. I don't know. It would be a start in the right direction, because from what I'm feeling, this story is slowly dying down.
It is fading away. Yeah.
So her next step apparently is the Constitutional Court, but like we said, the chances of her applications being received,
and being taken serious.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But Constitutional Court journey is a long one. Might as well
and more expensive.
Continue with the current, and even more expensive.
Yeah.
So she must just continue and face her crimes, because
it was meant for companies and companies who have money, not for you.
No, not really. So on the next story, the NPA has confirmed that Magdalene Moonsamy, the legal representative on watching brief for Kelly Khumalo, has submitted her notice of withdrawal to the NPA. So Advocate Moonsamy is believed to have submitted this in May, and these news were first reported on the 19th of July. But what I didn't understand was whether she's withdrawing from being the watching brief since she was denied that by Judge Shipua Maumela, or was she withdrawing from representing her client Kelly Khumalo in the Senzo Meyiwa trial. At the time, guys, I saw some of people were telling me and DMing me. I saw your SMSs and your messages and stuff, but I didn't understand what exactly is going on and why is it such a big deal.
such a woo-ha?
Why is it such a big hoo-ha? And I'm like, okay, I want to cover the story, but is there more to the story? What is happening? So it did not make sense for her to be in the watching brief even at the time, since her client was possibly going to appear as the state witness. So they did deny that application that she made.
Rightly so, because I mean, we might as well have all these witnesses there sitting there listening to each other's testimony. Yes, they have access on TV, but that requires you to sit down and watch. That means you're not going to be doing anything. So we probably are banking on that you're not going to be hearing the whole proceedings of what happens on the other one's testimony. It was a contradiction of what should happen, because we are told that you should not discuss the case. I mean, you being there and watching brief and all that, it is more like discussing it.
And planning ahead
and
on
planning
how you're going
ahead,
to craft
yes.
your testimony,
Yes.
because you'd have all the information for the testimony. So the only thing they gave her access to, I did a little bit of reading up to that, it was the statement. So state prosecutor, Advocate Baloyi gave her only the statement of her witness to work with, and they denied that application. At the time, it was November, they said, no, it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
So now I have questions about her withdrawal, guys. I mean, did she withdraw as Kelly Khumalo's representative, or did she withdraw her application to be on the watching brief, which was already denied? So the withdrawing from the NPA, does it mean that she's withdrawing from representing any other client? And I guess this can help us with answering that question.
I think that you probably withdraw because of other commitments, maybe.
There are other commitments.
Yeah, so I think that would be the case. The withdrawal basically should be, obviously we are all looking for money, and if you get a proper paying job, why would you still continue? And maybe even creating conflict of interest somehow, because if you're hired by government, how can you represent now other people?
Yeah, you must stop representing clients.
Yeah, you must focus on your work
and focus on the job you're currently appointed for. So another question I have, Mr. Anonymous, why do you think Kelly appointed her to begin with?
Why I think she appointed her?
Was it to be a spokesperson for her, or to see what was happening in the court on her behalf? Because she didn't want to speak to the media at the time. It felt like she needed a spokesperson, or what?
Yeah, I would say both. Both, and sort of sending a message to anyone who's trying to gun for her, saying that she is part of whatever that happened. It was sort of a back off. I've got this, you know, and yes,
you
in terms of
if you accuse me.
speaking, also the guidance of what you can say and whatnot. But knowing or seeing what we have seen about Kelly in previous years, where, I mean, as far as the SMSs go, she sometimes, I'm sure, spoke out of 10 without the advice of Moonsamy.
Lawyer.
Yeah.
So, and also, it's strange. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm speculating on this one. It's strange how Advocate Moonsamy just all of a sudden started keeping quiet after Advocate Nandipha withdrew. It's like she went away slowly but surely. We heard less and less of her. Because
yes.
the media thingy stopped. She stopped going to the media to talk. She stopped doing the interviews. It's like slowly died down.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I think many people were worried about Nandipha. I think many people who were about to go there and testify, I've seen people more worried about Nandipha, such that they would even make comments such as her sister. If Nandipha is still there, then we don't know.
In the interview with ENCA.
And one thing that you also must look at is that what I've realized in this country is that when something is the right thing, normally you will be told otherwise. So perhaps Nandipha was the right one to go there and do the damage. and obviously they didn't feel that Difo is the right person for the case to proceed.
So yeah, she did withdraw because now I just found out more information that she's actually on the board of the SABC.
Yeah, there you
Now,
go.
in April 2023, President Cyril Ramaphosa, in terms of Section 13.1 of the Broadcasting Act of 1999, Act number 4 of 1999, as amended, appointed many people. I think there are 12. Dr. Renee Horn, Advocate Tsiliso Tsipanyani, Katutero Ramukumba, and Nomvuiso Beati, Patiswa Mahopeni, Aifelui Makanya, Magdalene Moonsamy.
Part
So she
of the
got a
team.
new job.
Yeah.
She got a new job, honey, in April.
Yeah.
It was the 18th, to be specific, when she got this gig.
So you see?
Rabetsi Mutaung, David Maimela, Dingwanyani Muhuba, Mpotsedu, and Palisakadi as non-executive members of the board of SABC for 5 years, effective from Tuesday, the 18th of April 2023, said the presidency.
Now do you see? She's got something that is stable now than going around and representing someone who's in a case of Senzo.
And she put her application to withdraw from the case in May. So it was like a month afterwards. And then she's like, bye, deuces.
I'm done. So we don't know whether you withdraw from representing her completely as a lawyer.
I think it's also that, in my opinion. But I couldn't get confirmation that that's the case.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it that she withdrew from representing Kelly Khumalo herself. But I am seeing the shade on the social media. So
What shade?
it wasn't last year it wasn't so bad, but this year definitely she's throwing shade. So you can tell that maybe she's no longer talking to Advocate Moonsamy. Maybe she needed her. She really needed get somebody else quickly.
Is she throwing shades?
She's throwing shades.
She looks like throwing shades.
The posts, her stories, they are speaking. They are speaking. That's all I can say. But I'm not gonna say that she's being direct. Of course, she can't afford to be direct. But we are picking up on the shade. So it's clear that her and Advocate Moonsamy are no longer talking like that. So I'm gonna assume, in my opinion, that she can't represent Kelly Khumalo in a court of law and still hold on to being in the board of the SABC. It's some sort of conflict of interest.
It is. It's a conflict of interest.
So Kelly will definitely be showing up with a new lawyer next time.
If
If she
there
needs
is.
to
I mean,
speak on the
these
case.
lawyers are expensive. You can't just have them like handbags. To have one specifically that is directed or dedicated to you anytime you call like that, it's not an easy thing.
It's not, ne?
No, it's not.
It's not.
Oh, yes, guys, thank you very much. Then I think from my side, and I don't know, Emily, if you've got something to say, but from my side, I think all is good. Let us watch and see what is coming next. And we hope that tomorrow it's going to be a banger for Mr. Khumalo, who's going to be
Continuing with his
with
cross-examination.
his cross-examination.
And please close it properly. I
Let's have-
put it to you that. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid.
Mr. Afro is gone.
Mr. Afro is gone.
Yes.
And I did see Mr. Khumalo looking like as if he's waiting. No. Be free. Be yourself.
We are waiting on you, man. All right. Emily, it's a bye from me.
Yeah, bye, guys. And I hope you enjoy this update. Yes.